Hi Gemini, welcome to your Tarotscope for April. This is Majori from the Punk Priestess. So we're just gonna dive right in. I have here a signifier, so this is the main energy that's circulating you. Okay. Yeah. And then I have a clarifier here. Okay, so what I have is the Mother of Wands, which is also known as the Queen of Wands, but I have her reversed, and then I have Dharma. So we have the chakra system showing through. So let's start off with this Mother of Wands energy. I don't like to see this for you, especially for Aries season, which you get along very well with Aries energy. So it kind of sucks that you don't feel that right now, but there's a lot going on. We still have some Taurus energy coming through this month, and then we have this resurgence of Pisces energy, full force, full speed ahead happening in April. So it's kind of like your fire's a little underwater right now. It's a little depleted, but that's where we have the chakra system coming through. And this is telling you, you need to reconnect with yourself on an energetic level. Get some crystals. You know me, you know I'm obsessed with crystals. Get some crystals, do some color therapy, get an aura photo done, do some color magic. You just need to have more excitement come into your life, and you need to feel a deeper connection to your craft, to your imagination, creativity, whatever it is. So get inspired this Aries season. Step out of your comfort zone. There has to be play. There has to be some fun right now, but it's just like you might just feel energetically disconnected from your purpose, disconnected from yourself, and we don't like to see that. So let's try to get the energy back. Get your fun, loving, awesome energy back. I know it's been a hard couple months this year. Hasn't been the most fun, but you can't lose yourself now, especially if your season on the horizon starting next month. Okay. All right, so this is what I have here. So I have the Wheel of Fortune upright. Love to see it. I have the Page of Swords upright. And then the King of Swords reversed. So let's break this down. Let's start off with the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is telling you you're on this ride. This is what you've committed to. This is what is going on right now. And you have to find some type of happiness in this journey because you've wanted this. You wanted the things that you have now. And if they're not making you happy, if they're not making you fulfilled, you need to try to find a way off the ride. But right now, this is Jupiter energy. Jupiter's currently in Pisces. It'll go into Aries next month, but for now you kind of have to live with yourself. Live with your choices, live with your life. This is the balance, this is what you wanted, and now if this is not what you want, you need to find a way to get yourself back off this ride and to start a new wheel, start a new path, new cycle. So what's not working for you? What are you feeling called to change? What are you disconnected from? Why are you not happy when this is what you've been trying to build for so long? Page of Swords, fresh ideas, new opportunities. Don't know how they're going to fully all come together and how they're all going to make sense, but you are after some newness. Mercury in Aries, Mercury will go into Taurus on the 10th of April. So you got to really use this energy to motivate you forward. It's a little immature. You might just feel like mentally a little scattered, or just like you have so much you want to do, but your circumstances currently aren't really supportive of your mental endeavors or your visions. And you need to try to find a way around that. It's like you need to be able to connect and have access to your mind, because your mind is your identity, because you're Gemini. So it's like if some ideas are coming in, if it doesn't feel completely concrete and it feels a little juvenile, it's okay. just continue forth. Just know that this might be what you need to move yourself forward in a new direction and to get yourself into more alignment or into more happiness in your life. King of Swords reversed. So it's like we have some new ideas coming through and like want to take flight, but then you're wrestling with the old ways of doing things, or someone else's perception of how things should be done or of who you are, and that's getting in the way. It's like other people are getting in the way right now. Either, you know, there's immaturity getting in the way, or there's just like, you're like stuck between immaturity, but then you also are stuck between rigidness. So you need to find your way through. It's like you don't want to be too like left to center, but it's also like you don't want to be too rigid where there's no movement and it's just the same old complacency. So you have to kind of decide, where do you want to shift? How is this Wheel of Fortune going to steer your life in a new direction and keep you on top? And what you're looking out at is fulfillment. It's not feeling discernment, or not discernment, but feeling disenchanted with what you've built and what you put your time towards. So it's a big ask, definitely, when this comes up, because it just means you're going to have to find a middle way through. You're going to have to find the middle path. And that's going to bring you the happiness. But you cannot connect with that middle path until you connect with every single energetic level of yourself. And you pay attention to what's going on with the heart chakra. What's going on with your root. What's going on with your throat. You need to be more aware of what's going on with your body right now. And that's going to give you the answer of where you should move forward and into what. All right, I'm pulling some clarifiers here. Okay, so I have burn your idols. I have grass. And then I have memory lane. Okay, so this is what's happening. So we have burn your idols, and it's just definitely the people who've inspired your journey, who you looked up to. They got you as far as they could bring you, you know? It's just like, maybe you followed their recipe to success. Maybe they inspired you into a certain career. Maybe they inspired you to be in a relationship with this type of person. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely, it's not enough, because it's like, that's their life, that's their journey, that's their mission. Your path cannot replicate theirs completely. You can get into, you know, the same industry and field. Doesn't mean your success story is going to be the same. Doesn't mean you're going to have the same outcome and experience that they have. And you really have to separate yourself from your idols, separate yourself from the people who you look up to, because sometimes they cloud our view, and like, we have to cultivate our own unique path. And I think that's where some of this frustration is coming from. It's like, you want to engage, you want to light the road on fire, but you're just like, well, how do I do it? Because if I do it this way, it's going to do this to me. If I do it this way, it's going to look like that. And it's just like, you got to find your own path. You got to find the middle way. And there's so much enlightenment in finding the middle way, because your life is different. Your circumstances are different. Your talents, your abilities, how you do things is different. And that's why you just need to chill and smoke some grass. Smoke some grass. Give your mind a rest. Your mind's spiraling because there's just so much happening. You're trying to please this person. You're trying to do this. You're trying to uphold these standards. You're trying to show up like this. And it's just too much. It's a clusterfuck. And it's just stressing you out and causing you to feel more and more disengaged in your energy to deplete. And you can't make rational decisions or choices when you're not fully yourself. So burn your idols, smoke some grass, and we're in memory lane here in connection to the King of Swords reversed here. So it's like your memory of these people are not helping you at all. It's like you have to move away from the past. You have to move away from your memory, because memory lane will keep you down an avenue and it will not lead you towards a future lane. This is the past. And we're going to feel really called to reflect on the past because we're going to have this resurgence of Pisces energy. And I think especially with this King of Swords, it's like you need to separate yourself from other people from your past who haven't really inspired you and motivated you towards this new future and beginning that you want to have. They still have a hold on you. They want to keep you behind. They want to keep you down memory lane. They want to keep you, you know, safe in their version of who they think you are. When it's like, you know who you are. And I think you need to really wake up and tap into her. Tap into the Mother of Wands energy. Tap into yourself. It's Aries season. It's all about the self. It's like, who are you? And why are you afraid of expressing this person? Like, who is keeping you from your true self, from your true potential? I'm not working hard today. I'm just going to let that go. And you know what? I'm not going to fight. It is what it is. If cards want to fly out at me, it's for a reason. All right, I'm going to pull a signifier using a tarot card here. Okay, so this is what I have. I have the third house, which is your ruler. So third house of Gemini coming through. I have Neptune when adverse. So when Neptune's not favorable. And then I have Page of Wands upright. So what this is really saying is like what I pretty much kind of went through. But now we're really pinpointing it towards the element. And third house, mental, short distance travel, Mercury. Having Mercury retrograde next month on May 10th. So if there's anything you really want to move forward on and express, gravitate towards, you need to do this by May 10th because your ruling planet's going to go retrograde and you're going to be even more foggy. If you think you're in a chaotic fuckery mentally right now, you know, wait until this retrograde happens. It's really not as bad as you think it is. You know, you're kind of maybe over dramatizing some of these things when the choice is really quite simple. Just move forward. Who cares about, you know, how things went in the past or, you know, what this person from your past or the history you have with these people, you know, what they think of what you're doing. You need to just kind of separate yourself from the herd. And that's what the Page of Wands is saying. This is Sagittarius energy. This is fire energy coming through. It's like we have the page and then now we have the mother. We're just missing the knight. We're missing the action. The action's you, baby. So it's like you got to set this forest on fire, but you need the match and the light first before you can do that. So you got to find it. And you're not going to find it up here. You're going to find it through action and motivation. And that's what you need to cut through. And then we have Neptune, which is like, you know, this dark, mysterious energy. That's going to help cloud, not really help, but it's going to cloud you even more. So it's like, you don't want to be spiritually delusionized as well as mentally. So you got to really figure out how can you take a step forward, not a step back, not a step in comfort, a step in discomfort. You need discomfort at this time to push you. You need to start asking the big questions to yourself first. Like, who am I? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I with this person? It's like, make that pros and cons list. But it's definitely smoke some grass while you do it. But you need to really detach yourself from some of these people who are just really keeping you behind for their own benefit. So, you know, see how you feel the next couple of weeks of this Pisces energy. You might feel just very inspired to have an action, to see how things shake out on their own. Or you want to take that match in your own hands and start lighting that forest fire and getting out of it, getting rid of it through fire. You know, fire is very healing. But you also need to heal your chakras, heal your body. What is calling your attention right now? What is it that you need to work on and work through so that you can feel happier on this ride that you're on, this ride of life, this journey, however you want to call it. So that is the reading, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. And if you want a personal reading with me. I do have my books open for April and May, and I have a variety of tarot and astrology services. I also just launched my new spell candle collection. It's a lot of vintage and it's just very beautiful. So definitely, yeah, check it out. And thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next month.